Hello,
Hello. Uh,
how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I am also fine. Thanks for asking.
No problem. My name is, I'm from Malawi, but I live in Japan. Please tell me a bit about yourself.
My name is Brijesh Yadav. I am from India and
Okay.
currently I am living in northern part of India.
Okay, I see. So, what exactly do you do?
I just learning English. I completed my post graduation
Okay.
with English. Yeah, with English. So that's why I am working on English right now.
Okay, I see. I see. I see. So how would you like me to help you today? Do you want to have a casual conversation or do you want to go through a lesson?
So currently you are living in Japan. So I think we should talk about technology.
Ah, okay, sure. Let's do that for sure. I should warn you that I do not know a lot on technology, but yeah, let's go for it. What questions do you have?
So it's easy to say that we are talking right now on Cambly. So it's just because of technology,
Exactly, yes.
and Japan is very ahead of comparison in other countries in technology. I think because whatever they make, it's fabulous.
Yes, yes, I do agree. I do think Japan and their tech very advanced, but then at the same time, because I think this is just my opinion, but because Japanese people tend to live really long and work until they're in their 60s 70s, they only retire at around that age. Certain people hold their traditions, and because of that, even though the technology is advanced, do find people using fax machines. So, there's that aspect of it too. Um, so I find that interesting. It's sometimes very frustrating because you'd think things would go much faster with the technology, but because of certain systems set in place previously to maintain harmony, things go much slower do sometimes. Yeah, yeah. That's my opinion
Yeah,
though. Yeah.
yeah. So uh, in my opinion, I think technology is good for people, but people are going far from
Yeah.
physical activities due to technologies, I think.
Yes, that is a good point. I agree with that. Yeah, yeah. But then, speaking of technology, now I'm moving into the the whole car transportation side of it. I think even though what's this um, people do not spend a lot of time using technology, it has proved to be very important in the case for like the bullet train. Certain people live in another prefecture, but because the bullet train is so fast, they can just they live in a different prefecture and work in another prefecture. Without having to worry about stuff like that. So I think that's the benefit of it, you know. Mm, yeah.
Yeah. So uh, as far as I know, Japan is very good for their timing of transportation, like bullet train.
Yes, yes.
So
Yes. Yes, go ahead, sorry.
yeah, it's very praiseworthy, I think, because time is very valuable things. I think.
Exactly. Um, Time is very valuable. And so the bullet train, that's just amazing. And the fact that they keep time is just like the minute it gets, if the train is supposed to leave at 9:15, it will leave at 9:15. So you have to be there like before the time. And so yeah, it's amazing, it's efficient, very efficient. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in Japan, I think people do a lot of hard work.
Yes, they're very hardworking. It's too much sometimes.
So
Yes.
I think sometimes people can't take good sleep as well.
Yes. So they work so hard to the point, as a foreigner, when I first came here, I felt bad for the amount of hours I was putting into my work, my studies, because the Japanese person was doing much more work, and it makes you want to start working just like they do, but then it's not healthy, it's not good. You sacrifice your life in order to stay at work from till very late, and so most of the times when I speak with Japanese, I'm like, do you have any hobbies? They're like, no, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 but
So
yeah,
I
that's
think doing this much hard work, and if someone is pressurizing you, so
mhm.
uh, it becomes I think very horrible and frustrated.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. And yeah, so people suffer, but then they don't really talk about it, because the theme for Japan is to ensure harmony. So, you don't want to make a complaint, you don't want to do something that is unusual, because it will, you know, break that harmony. And so you find Japanese people struggling to be open about how they feel, or how work is affecting them, how life is affecting them. So I think that's why, there are certain cases in Japan where the suicide rates, for instance, are very high, because nobody is like, so people pretend like all this is normal when it's not. So yeah.
yeah, I read it many times that
Mm.
suicide rate is very high on Japan, and
Yeah.
I think Japanese government had transformed uh, social service, like if you are frustrated, you can call them, you can talk them.
Mm, mm, mm,
After
mm.
that, you can feel comfortable.
Yes. But then I've as a foreigner, you tend to do things that are out of the norm for Japanese people. So there was a time, because I came during the pandemic, and it was very tiring. The pandemic itself was a scary time. And so I did go through a very difficult time, and I tried reaching out to my school organization, but things are not set in place, because Japan is a very closed society in a way. And so I wanted to meet with an English speaking counselor, but the whole university did not have, and they still don't have, an English speaking counselor. And so, you know, that's how Japan is. Like, they're advanced in certain things, and then, like, in other things, it's like, come on, I thought you'd be advanced in this. So please be warned, if you want to come to Japan, keep that in mind. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want to come to Japan?
I think we should go for just for a visit, not for work.
Yes, exactly. That's one thing I'm telling my friends too. Like, you should come here just as a tourist, not to live for a really long time.
Yeah, I think we should sometime be relaxed, and we should
Mm,
talk with ourselves. And if we do a lot of work, we feel frustrated. Then
yes.
simply we should go with nature, where
Yes.
we feel very comfortable. But I think so, in Japan it's a very growing technologies countries, and
Yeah,
I think a lot. I read a lot of things about that country. It is very trustworthy. But if
exactly.
people are not feeling good, and they are committing suicide, and they are
Mm.
not taking time for sleeping. So somewhere it's I think not profitable for human person.
Exactly. So yes, yes. That is true. But yeah, as a foreigner, if you come and you decide to live here, you know, work on your own schedule, do something that works for you, use the technology to your advantage, you know, visit places using the bullet train. The efficiency of the trains, the time management is really great. But then just keep your boundaries. Yeah, is something that Japan has taught me.
Yeah, so I think your brain will not work if you will not take proper sleep.
Exactly, exactly. That's actually good. And the good, there's actually been a study that shows that the productivity rate in Japan is actually low than, you know, what you would expect, because people are staying in the offices but they're not being as productive or efficient, you know, they're just staying for the sake of staying at work. I have to seem as though I'm doing my job. But it's not like that in fact. So
Yeah,
yeah.
so at your workplace you feel sleepy throughout the day if you did not take proper sleep.
Yes. Yes. But then I'm very well, I try to keep a good work life balance. So yes, yes. I'm managing so far.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think we should do. If we are in like this situation,
Mhm.
then we must do something for ourselves to how to
Yes.
keep our
e-
body or mind relaxed.
Exactly. That's a good point. Do you think that's done very well in India? Do you think that sort of work life balance is good?
Yeah, absolutely. And in our village, we do farming, so
Mhm.
I don't have any boundaries for doing work, for sleeping,
Yes.
for anything. Whatever we want to eat food, we eat.
Mhm.
And
That's
whenever we feel that we should go with my friend, then we go.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, very good light. We can sleep in a day as well, and in
Yeah.
night, yeah.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Yeah, here no, not really, because I'm a morning person, and I remember talking to my supervisor that for 8 hours during a day, but I'd like to come in early, like maybe at 7 or 8, and then knock off at like 3 or 4. Is that okay? And he refused because that's not normal. The normal schedule is 9 to 5. And because that's the normal schedule that everyone does, doing something outside of the norm is not acceptable. And so, you know, that's how things are in Japan. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you should definitely visit. They're lovely places, lovely temples, amazing food. But I still think Indian food is good. I haven't visited India, but I want to because the food amazing. And so yeah, but yeah, still Japan is a good place. You should come as a tourist, visit for a month tops.
So before 3 or 4 days, Japanese
Mhm.
PM visited India.
Oh, oh yes, that's a good point. Yes, I saw on TV. Yes. He was
And
trying some food. Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so I want to say the Indian counterpart, Indian PM Narendra Modi offered him Golgappa.
I see. I saw the video. Hmm. That's pretty cool though. I'm glad that the Japanese prime minister has an amazing relation with the Indian prime minister. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so whatever our PM offered him
Yeah.
to their counterpart it is very common thing in India, and girls are crazy for that.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, the time is running out. Conversation. Let's talk again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to know more. Thank you again. It was nice talking to you. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, same here. And send your schedule, please. I want to talk to you more.
Okay,
I
awesome.
yeah.
I'll send you the schedule. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.